Yes, sir.
You want me to go into the chauffeur immediately at 8 or into us first?
Chauffeur, since the music is playing and everything. Um, yeah, I was thinking about doing our commercial. I'm like,
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's a lot at this point. You can make myself spot us on Facebook, like this and this, WBOK on Facebook.
yep. We're about to go live. You want to do your setup, your phone?
Yeah.
I just went up live for us. Yeah, we live everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I don't know why my screen's so dark though. There we go.
Hey, I see you, bro.
There we go. My sister's in the building.
You got it?
And you now?
Yeah. Where's the right one?
It should be adding you. There you go. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, welcome to the building. It's Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Let's get a good show.
Hello, my brother.
Oh, we got a good show tonight. Everybody getting in. See, we got y'all in early tonight. Yes, we starting off at 8. Come and blow the shofar right quick. Sound the alarm. Uh, Shabbat Shalom. Yes, we made it another week. Yes, yes. I mean, what more could we ask for, right? We are back in the building, in the airways on Shabbat, where we got our refuge, we got our comfort, we got our peace of mind. You heard? Yes. I don't know, man. N- Nothing is as valuable as peace of mind. Nothing is more valuable than a peace of mind. I don't care what you think you got. Yeah. Wow. Well, let's say hello. Right. WBOK. We are so happy to be back with y'all on the airways. Yes, thank you to the family of WBOK 1230 AM for allowing us to do our weekly Shabbat here where we can edify the Most High's name. Ahaya, assure Ahaya, right? So we have an opportunity to get back to our source, right? The source. Now I'm talking about. So look, welcome to the Hebrew state of being. And we are your humble host and servants for the night. I am Kayel.
I am Oba.
Yes, welcome. So, for our WBOK listeners, you may not be aware of what we've gone through this week on our social media platforms. So you can go to Facebook, Hebrew State of Being, You can also go to my page at Glenn Jones, GLENNJONES. But we will be leaving that page and only going from the Hebrew State of Being page on Facebook, as well as our Hebrew State of Being on YouTube, which we are presently broadcasting live as well. We're trying to get this uniformity because the Most High says everything, and if it's going to grow, it has to be in order. So everything, if it's going to grow, has to be in order. That's that quick talk. Y'all know about that South, right? So, just let you know. So, yeah. So, got a little feedback there. So we got our people in the building on Facebook. Let's give a shout out to Derek in the building, Kiara in the building, Yawan in the building, Sharonda in the building, Coco in the building. And what over you already know. And my sister Tamara's in the building. She was first in the building tonight. Yes, yes, yes. Now I know we got many more out there, but we are yeah, I know we got many more out there, but this is the only one that Facebook is showing us. So, but to everyone out there that we cannot see that's tuned in on Facebook, welcome. Oh, I see Ajane in there, Foods of Creation. What's up, Queen? So, for all of our people that's been following us on Facebook and on social media and YouTube, are aware that we have been going in on Gog and Magog. Yes. You know, Gog and Magog. Yes. See, only through us searching and seeking his face do we get these real names. It's like Gog. What are y'all talking about? Some Godzilla movie? Gog? What is you talking about? Who is Magog? Like, what are you guys really talking about, right? So we gave a lot of information to our social media platforms this week about who Gog and Magog is. But as a I guess you can say as a precept to what we're talking about with this, it's best to be in to give Ephesians chapter 2, verse 6. And I see our Facebook is trying to reconnect. But for our listeners out there, Ephesians chapter 2, verses 12 and 13. We want to have a understanding or precept to this information that we're receiving and information that we gave over the last 2 days about who MaGog is and who Magog is. And it's Russia. Yeah. Just a spoiler alert. You know, I know YouTube, WBOK, you haven't been a chance with us. We couldn't lead up to it. So, okay, Magog is the land of Russia. So, in that, we've learned that the chief prince of that region was a demon called Gog.
Facts.
So that demon, Gog, is the ruler or the spirit or the divinity or the deity or the god of the land of Magog, which is Russia.
Come on.
Now, when you realize that Magog is Russia, and then you say Gog is the demon, it kind of makes sense since Gog is in the name Magog, even though Magog is the place, is the actual land, and was the people as well at that time. But they kind of got moved out. So we are speaking about demons running a nation of people. Just like us Hebrews that's in righteousness and we are riding with Yahushua, we are a nation that is under the Melchizedek order, right? So that's who we are. This particular nation, their deity, or rather their god or their pagan belief, is Gog. It is the spirit of God that answers to Satan, Hashatan. So Gog is a chief prince. Remember, Satan is the prince of darkness. He's a chief prince, so he's one of the princes of darkness. So that's what that is. So for our precept, or for our understanding of what the Most High says about that, we go to Ephesians chapter 2, verse 12 through 13, which says that at that time ye without Christ being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and the strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without the Most High in the world. But now in Yahushua, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh blood of the Most High. Now, that's not the scripture I was looking for, but I decided to read it anyway because the Most High obviously wanted me to read it because he put me there. But we're going to Ephesians, chapter 6. I was in chapter 2. That would be why. So y'all just got an extra bonus just now. Just take that and run with that bonus I just gave you just now. All right?
Bro, you got to give those out. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you got to drop bonuses.
We can't leave Israel hungry.
No,
You know
we
what I'm
could
saying?
not.
This is
We
what
could
we
not. We could not. So 12 through 13, which is our precept for tonight and what we've been reading the last 2 nights. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. I'm going to read that again. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, that means human beings, but against principalities, the princes of principalities of darkness, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we wrestle against. Principalities, against powers that rulers are of darkness against this world. And 13 it says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, and ye may be able to withstand in that evil day, and having done all to stand. What does that mean? That ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. That would be the work, the kingdom work. And all that you do to stand, that's going to be your kingdom work. That's going to be your praises. That's your prayers. That's your following the Sabbath. That's honoring his commandments, his principles of life.
That's all you can stand on.
That's all you can stand
sure
on.
Ground.
I believe Andre 3000, the great poet of the 20th century, said that they got guns that'll blow our back out from where they stay at. So what are we talking about, right? China can point missiles from their continent and just destroy any little stockpile of guns and bullets you think you got.
Yeah, all the ammo,
you know,
all the ammo you got from Walmart.
Right. I'm gonna fight the red. You know
You're
what I'm
not
saying?
gonna do anything.
You're not gonna do
D-I-E,
anything.
like a F-O-O-L.
Right. You don't see us over here talking about get your guns up, get your rations going, or get on the picket lines, or get into politics.
I
Nah.
think we're pretty clear about we are not wrestling against flesh and blood. So those weapons are for flesh and blood, as far as I know.
Right? Don't work
Because
against
at the end of
principalities.
it, you're thinking something that you watched in a movie, right? Yeah, they're gonna start bleeding. This is gonna be over. Like, nah, no, this is not flesh and blood.
Yeah, I think you fell off on the Facebook, my brother. Yes. So I'm hoping that my people can hear you. So I'm just gonna hook up some headphones so they can hear you, so they don't miss out on this great commentary you're giving, my brother. Yeah.
You know, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Like, we need to think outside of what we know. There are entities that may look like a human in front of you, but they don't operate like humans.
No, they do not operate in humans. I mean, I can't tell you how many stories that my brother tells me about shape-shifting in Haiti, and how other people have come to me and talked about shape-shifting in other nations, other continents.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Here we have a lot going against our pineal gland being open.
Yes.
In other places, there's not as much fluoride, poison, contamination that's going on in other places, and they connect with their spiritual powers much more than we do. See, in America, in order for you to connect with your spiritual powers, you gotta be an X-Man.
Right?
You gotta be,
They give you a comic book character.
give you
Why
a
don't you stop
comic
drinking
book.
the fluoride? It connect those chakras.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we have to realize of who we are dealing with when we are talking about Russia. So no, we're not talking about Putin directly. He answers to God. So
Yeah.
actually dealing with and beating Putin, it won't do us any good. Shooting Putin in the head won't do any good.
It would bring great pleasure.
It will bring a little pleasure, but it would not change
Well, to him.
the prophecy. Oh, to him probably.
Yeah,
You're right.
it
You're
was time to
right.
turn up. It's like, wow, thanks. Now there's a reason to fulfill all of this. Yeah,
Yes.
it wouldn't help in either way. It's not flesh and blood.
It's not flesh and
Not
blood.
flesh and blood.
When we stop trying to deal with this world in flesh and blood and think that we can change this world by joining Greenpeace or going to
I tried,
some
folks. I
right.
tried that. So you just talk to me.
I did my
Talk to
bad,
Oba.
brother. Yeah,
I did, you know? And no, it didn't help.
didn't help. You cannot join any Peace Corps, any teaching religious monks,
I did a
Buddha,
lot of them, bro.
none of
I
that.
joined them.
None of that's gonna stop this.
I'm active.
Until you know that you're dealing with principalities. And then you got to put on what it says in 13, the full armor.
Ooh, the whole armor.
It says, wherefore we take into the whole armor of the Most High, that ye be able to withstand in the day of evil. It's coming. The day of evil is coming. Judgment is coming. Y'all see what's popping in the Middle East. Africa and Asia, but they call it Middle East, but you know, it's the northeast corner of Africa and the far east corner of, you know, of Asia, but it's, you know, call it Turkey and whatever names you
Why
want.
don't we start at Turkey?
You want to get with Turkey?
Yeah, well, that'd be
Let's go. CWBOK, y'all miss out on some of the stuff we talk about on Monday and Wednesday, man. Y'all got to tune into our Hebrew State of
Tune
Being.
in, guys.
Or go
It's
back
so
and check out
much.
the old shows, man,
Come on,
because
family.
this information, as we get deeper, this information is too much for us to do in 1 hour, right? So there's going to be part twos, there's going to be part threes. So we really want you guys to follow this so it doesn't seem like it's Chinese arithmetic to you when we are giving this information.
And that'd be hard.
Yeah,
Only thing hard is New Orleans arithmetic. You go to the school, you got these teachers, American teachers trying to teach you math.
yeah, and we don't even know what that is. That's not math. Mm-mm.
That don't make no sense.
So we are dealing with principalities. We're not dealing with these people. You don't have enough guns. You can't stockpile enough food for when this comes. So when it's prophecy, we are reading Ezekiel, which is prophecy. And to back up that prophecy, we go to another prophecy with Daniel, with the dream of Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylon, which is our Roman Empire, right?
Turkey.
Turkey. So in Turkey, we learned that the first church,
Catholic, the Roman
Empire,
Roman Catholic
first church was in Turkey, was founded in Turkey,
Yes.
then moved to Vatican City,
Mm-hmm.
and then Islam also.
But have you seen the flag though? Could we
And
just
the
hang
flag
that
of
flag?
Turkey is the
Because we
same.
have to get back to that Islam thing.
We're
Because
gonna
all
get back
three
to
of
that.
them, all three of them. Remember the name of the guy the little trickster that switched it up and he's in the Hebrew now? No, I'm not Hebrew now. I'm Muslim.
You talking about our man Josephus?
Josephus.
You talking about Josephus?
Josephus, the
That's
pro.
the first Hebrew that turned coat and became white through the annals of history. I like saying the annals of history.
A lot of poo in that.
Yes, a lot of debris and waste in these books, right?
Much.
But yeah, Josephus was a historian for the Jewish people, the ones that are not real, that have no bloodline connection to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the people that took over our culture and appropriated us as a people and said that they were the tribe of Judah, which is why I have on Judah tonight, because I am
Yes, you are, my
Judah.
brother.
Yes, and we come in many forms and fashions, sizes, shapes, and colors. You heard me?
Yes, hallelujah.
And guess what falls under Judah?
Ooh.
Chittimacha,
Yeah,
Sioux Indian,
yeah.
all the Hebrew Indians that were in the southeast of what y'all call North America, which we know through research was Turtle Island to the natives. And we also know that this place, New Orleans, was Chapatulas. Yeah, the original name of New Orleans by the natives was Chapatulas. That's why the street that runs along the river, along the port, is Chapatulas. They changed the spelling of it. I don't know why they added the TCHOU, but it was spelled CHAP, Atulas, like it's supposed to. No wonder it's the first street that you come on when you step off the port.
Oh yes.
Oh.
But
So-
why is the flag of Turkey on every police car here?
Yes, did y'all know that? Did you know that
Is it because it's so Catholic here?
No,
I don't
you
know.
would
The
think,
Catholicism started
you would
there,
think it would
Or maybe
be.
the same principalities that were working over there are trying to deal here. I'm just trying to figure this all out.
So where did New Orleans get this?
The
Crescent, moon, and
Turkish flag
star.
is on the police car.
Right. I mean, but we got the crescent star. Everybody say, oh, the city is shaped like a crescent. That's why we use the crescent emblem. But
Sure.
where does the star come from?
Sure, that's up for debate too.
Because we look at our police cars, it has the star as well as the Islamic crescent. You know why? Because in Turkey, also the Jewish people were there, the converts, and that's where Ben Israel created and switched over to Islam. Oh, we got them for you tonight. Ben Israel, the white Greek Hebrews that assimilated our culture in Turkey. Yes, in Turkey,
They're called the Donme,
the Don May,
a group of crypto Jews,
the
in the Ottoman Empire who converted
Jews
publicly
of
to
the
Islam.
Ottoman Empire that converted publicly to Islam.
This is a real thing.
The
Read
Dome
this here.
Jews. So what you got out of Turkey is that one set of Jewish Bullion people went to Israel. Get it? To the Vatican. One set went to the Vatican. The other set went to Islam.
Wow,
Get it?
that's three different heads on this serpent. Or
That come from what they call the Middle East. That's why the Middle East is popping so much they had to rename it, right?
Because
had to
they spread
rename
that
it.
seed, they casted that poison, that GMO.
Guys, that GMO poison, right? So when we looking at this, at Ezekiel, because everything that we're saying, we're backing up with Ezekiel 38 and 39. With Gog and Magog. Why are we bringing up Turkey? Why are we bringing up the Dome Islam Jews, Jewish Islams? Why Christianity that's now in the Vatican was started in the same place by the same people?
Yep.
And now we talking about coexisting, and y'all wonder why they can come back together. How can they come back together? They started together, baby. I'd rather the Catholics started the Muslims, so they know where they come from. They know from whence they came.
But you don't.
Right,
You're
they're
just
trying
in
to
the
figure out how to break it down to you.
You just in the mix.
Yeah,
we're
we're
Come
gonna
on,
coexist.
Israel. We here for you though.
Coexist.
Now that you got the info, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Look it up. DONMEH. DONMEH.
Don't make Jews. The don't make Jews.
Okay, you can be both at the same exact time, huh?
And they, if you want to know where they are presently, what do you want to call them? They would be the Sufi Muslims. Yes, the Dome Jews are your Sufi Muslims of today.
Wow. I
Yes.
wish I had a horn or something I could blow right
Oh,
now.
we got this.
Yeah.
It's a bonsai, right? So what we're telling you right now is that we're reading from Ezekiel about Gog and Magog, and we're telling you that the people of MaGog who followed the demon Gog came down from Russia, became the Jewish people of today, following their God, because they only assimilated who we are, took our names, but they still believe in their God because they are run by MaGog. Now, those same Jews became the Sufi Muslims. And then they broke off into a sect to bring the Catholic Church.
Well, could you explain the whole who supported the Catholic Church in the beginning? Whose mom was it?
Who did we use as a Hebrew state of being? Who did we use as a point of reference that's on our website of who kept the real color and the true depiction of the original saints and prophets? The Russians, the 13th century icons.
The Russians have it now.
The Russians got it right now.
Gog has it in their possession. Gog has your likeness.
Yes.
Gog holds your likeness in Gog's possession.
MaGog, the land of MaGog, run by Gog, holds your like image to this day in their museums of Moses, of Aaron, of all of them being black.
Go to the website and see it for yourself.
Yes.
MS artist Sharonda.
Yes.
Amazing.
Sharonda did an outstanding job on that video piece. Please check this out. So we are establishing that MaGog, which is Russia, that whole land before you get to Asia, right? All of MaGog, which no, MaGog is Asia as well. I'm sorry, it's Russia and Asia. Let's not get it twisted. And since y'all may not know, Asia and Russia are really tight. They're really close.
Oh, they're like best friends. If you've never been to a place called Kazakhstan, when you see them both living together, it will never make sense to you.
Kazakhstan is where they commune together. Just like you have North Korea and South Korea. It's different, but it's not. They're together, but they're not. They believe in different things, but they love each other.
The idea of the term Caucasian. From the Caucasus. Which is the white folks.
Which is the Russians. MaGog.
Hello, this is not hard, guys.
This is not. Let's put this together, man. Because on Monday, we got a special visit coming. And my sisters are going to come in. Tamara and Imam are going to come in. And they're going to give you guys the world news. Because we got such a special guest on Monday. We got to hit the world news. And we're going to tie this in as well. But let's get it going, y'all. We expressed that Gog is the priest, is the chief prince darkness, right? He's the chief prince, Gog. And he is over MaGog, the people of MaGog, which MaGog is the entire Russia and Asia. All one. All one, Russia and Asia. All one is MaGog. Those same people, the Khazarians, pushed out of Russia, the middle of MaGog, even though they hold out Catholic and they are called Orthodox Catholic, because the Russians are Orthodox Catholics, right? And those Catholics went and established the Vatican, right? Yes. And the other half went to Sufi Muslim, right? And then the other ones are Jewish. So all from that area, which is running the world, the whole spirituality of all these religions that now want to coexist are all under Gog, not God with a G-O-D, but Gog, G-O-G. Isn't it funny how it sounds the same? Isn't it funny how it rings the same? Isn't it funny how we've been showing that their history and our two history run side by side to where they start mixing and playing with names so you don't know which side is which?
Oh, yeah.
I want y'all to feel this. Gog, Russia, Asia is run by a chief prince devil.
Yes, indeed.
And what? It is said in scripture in Ezekiel that Tubal and Meshach are going to be the ones that come to war. And we have proven through our last two shows that Tubal and Meshach, and Tubal starts right there in Turkey. That Tubal is the sons of MaGog. That Tubal and Meshach. Meshach is your British Isles people. Yeah, that's your Britons, that's your England, who was the king over North America, right? And then Tubal is your Asia, right? So now Tubal and Meshach together, Britain, all the way to Russia and Asia, together as one under Gog. Yeah. Yeah. Because they then became what you call the Spanish, the French, the Portuguese of today. Ooh, when you want to know who Tubal is and who Meshach is, yes, it's French, it's the Spanish, and it's the British, it's the Anglo-Saxons.
Well, we do know the facts.
Yeah.
That in the 13th, from the early 13th to the late 15th century, that area that we're calling Russia was being run by guess who?
What was that, my brother?
Genghis Khan.
It was run by Genghis
I
Khan.
wonder how he looks.
Very Asian.
Yeah.
I thought Genghis was very Asian looking. Mongolian.
Ah, yes.
What we
yes.
say, Mongolian? And them following God, and then following Gog, and then now we have these so-called
Mongolian
Indians that's here in America,
white
the white
stranger
European Mongol. So you're telling me the mix between Genghis Khan and the Russians are what we have as the Indians that they call natives
wow,
in America?
Setup. What
a setup. Ding, ding, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all better be listening. Oh, I hope y'all listening. Is y'all getting this here? Is you hearing this here? Is you hearing this here? WBOK, y'all better stand up.
We lit right
you
now.
are, we lit. It's Shabbat and we lit, baby. We
lit.
all the way lit. So we just showed you that Genghis Khan was part of MaGog, came from MaGog, and the place of Russia he had taken over because they came from Asia. He had taken over Russia. Believing in Gog, the demon, a chief prince of the demons. Now in America, that they want to portray as the natives, the people, all the coming together, the amalgamation of, well, we know how Genghis Khan got down. We won't say that it was like, consensual.
That's
Genghis
never
raped, I
consensual
think
with
Genghis
kids.
had, it was purported, I'll find out next time, but every town he went to, Genghis raped at least 20 of the women in each town that he went to and had seeds as he went through his conquest to take over the world. That is facts.
Yep. So all of his children would do the same thing.
So his children would do the same thing. And the Muslim faith, how they're saying they're going to take over the world through propagation, through children, through sheer mass. What a connection. Let's go back to the one that we was on, though. That these Mongolian, half Europeans, Indians that's claiming our land come from the land of MaGog and follow the god of Gog.
Well, we found the Mason branch.
We found a Masonic native Indian tribe or sect or order. It was an order. Yeah, Masonic order. It was a native Indian Masonic order. Do you know how, excuse me, Most High, as backwards that is? Forgive
It really
me, Most
is.
High. It don't get more ass backwards than saying the actual people that oppressed you, you now have an order inside of them where you give them a higher. You actually, these native Indians or these Mongolian European Indians created an order inside of the Masonic order that you would have to go through them to get to a higher spiritual level. These demons are saying in order for you to get to your spiritual connection, you got to go through them, through their demonized ways to get a high level of masonry. Facts. Facts.
It's in Oklahoma, y'all.
It's in
called
Oklahoma.
The Oklahoma Masonic Indian Degree Team.
Yes.
The Oklahoma. That's our land. Like
we were
Oklahoma
sent.
Masonic
We
Indian
were
Degree
sent
Team.
there, right? We through the Trail of Tears, our ancestors from the tip of Florida to Louisiana was sent to Oklahoma. The only reason why they don't show Trail of Tears through New Orleans because it was under French rule, period. And they didn't have, and this is not through, it was done by the U.S. And the U.S. could not, because remember 1718, we were already established as a city, as a state. So they had to run them on the side of us up to Oklahoma, but still took our people to Oklahoma. So you are making Oklahoma as the state of the natives, of our people, of the Aboriginal copper color that was here when the Europeans came. So then you got the Europeans that's in Oklahoma take on the identity of us and create a Masonic lodge there and say that you got to go through their spiritual rites in order to get to your higher level of masonry. And their spiritual rites is steeped in Gog, the devil.
Would you believe that these Mason fake Indians were in Lake Charles in September of this
They make
past
their
year?
rounds. I can believe they make their rounds. The devil's deep in New Orleans. The devil's deep here. Because remember, the devil cannot create. So if you're the devil and you're trying to get at God's richest place, at God's foundational of civilization, then you will go there and try and set up shop. That's why New Orleans is such the place of iniquity. The devil wants to control this land of Hebrews that are keeping his word, that's keeping his laws. Yeah. So Lil Wayne and Frida's out here representing iniquity of us, then they're only right that the righteousness comes out of the same place. And we coming.
Oh, we coming, we here.
Oh, we coming. See, the Most High is going to show you that he's bigger than the devil. How does he do that? By defeating the devil. And I call both them. They are what they are. You take, they
Straight
are what
devils,
they
man.
are. And if they're not, they'll be riding with us. And you'll see we ain't riding with them. Know that. This is my city. I know from where you both
Wow.
came from. We ain't riding with that. That ain't us. Nigga. Yeah. Niggas. From the Niagara River. That's who you are. The Mississippi is that river, is that Nile. They lied to you. Yeah, they lied to you. You better know they lied to you, and then you better act like you know they lied to you. Get your mind right. That's what we out here doing. WBOK, I hope y'all feeling that. Yes, get their mind right.
Get these folks.
So
music.
where we are is proving to you without a doubt, that the same people in North America that's bringing us down, that's oppressing us through their devil, like you saying God ain't no word. The Most High, I am that I am, a higher, a sure, a higher. That is his name. It is not God. You can have God. You can have Jesus. You can have Allah. You can be God if you want to on this earth, but you will never be the Most High.
Don't Jesus
You will
sound like
never
Caesar?
be the Most High.
Oof.
You want to be voodoo princesses. You want to be
Wanna be.
demonic. You want to be, don't know your head from your toes. And want to be something. Ain't read a book, then heard it from somebody, then seen it from somebody, then had some dude pipe inside you and tell you that you were spiritual. Please. His name is a higher, a sure, a higher. It is not God. That is God the demon. Your Allah comes from Jewish fables. Your Allah comes from Jewish fables. Your Allah comes from Jewish fables. And I pray that you hear me. I pray that it sears through you, my brothers and my friends that scream Allah. Pah, to Allah. See me about Allah. A higher, a sure, a higher. Shabbat, Shalom. Jesus is your prophet. He is not ours. Yahweh Shai is our prophet. He is our king. and our chief prince. Period. Anything other than that is pagan. Keep your trinities, keep your God earth, your mother earth. When you don't know the Father, giving praise to your mother earth is slapping your father in his face, and he hears not your prayers. So go and sprinkle your water somewhere. Go and do your oil somewhere. Go and talk that trash to nothing. Talk that to the death god. Egyptian has the book of the dead.
We got the book of life here.
We are the book of the life of the Most High. These prophecies don't speak of paganism. These prophecies don't speak of your Trinity. These prophecies don't speak of your Christmas, your New Year's, your Easter. Does not speak of that. It speaks of your demon, though, Gog. It speaks of your land. It speaks of your new world order. It speaks of your demonic plans. It speaks of the people that would execute it. And that's all we doing. We just giving you who's doing it. I think it's only right that you know who's doing it.
My brother, Ephesians 6:14 says, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth.
With truth.
Truth.
With
How you gonna
truth.
find truth without searching? Without going on that journey?
Yes. The Jewish fables created these religions. The same white man you trying to run from, you are praising him through the back door.
Yep, letting them in through the back door.
Y'all praise him through the back door. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 and 13. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Would you think your church is just the high place?
Well, speaking of that, let's figure out that situation that we learned. That little tidbit. Can you give me a little bell action over there?
We give you some bell action. My brother got some bang banging news.
Some news on us about these churches. Goodness gracious.
So if you want to know
Please.
where all your good Baptist money is going, right? Whoa!
All it goes
We
down.
found some news. You want to know where your good Catholic money is going?
Give them the history, though. We need a history lesson because it says we need to girt our
Girt
loins
our
about
loins.
with truth.
You want to know where your money is going in America? Because if you're going to be a registered Church of Islam in America, see, when they burned all of our churches, y'all remember that, the bombings, when they burned all the churches in the South, the federal government, y'all hear the story that the federal government rebuilt it, right? And they just threw it under the rug and then they go to the next thing. But what you don't realize, and ask your pastor, ask your anybody, their money, the agreement to rebuild these churches in the South was under one agreement, that you put your money in their banks and not our banks. Oh, you think that's nothing? Or that just seems simple, right? Well, they're going to rebuild the whole church. Well, they bombed that church, partner, first of all right? Let's just know how many CIA agents was in the Ku Klux Klan. Let's just, they bombed the church, all right? So there's no credence in the fact that you're going to build the church back. You heard me? What is we talking about? That's that Stockholm syndrome, that's loving the oppressor, you know. But on top of that, see, the money, like they say, I always tell you as a kid, you got to follow the money, right?
Got to.
They told
You
those
think it's
churches.
a hate crime until you realize it's economic.
Right, you think it's a hate crime is economic, and you realize it's just economic. It's just about them dollars, it's about them shekels, baby.
They
It's about
put you
them
on a TV
shekels,
in that little box so you
shekels.
feel something staring into that little box at a huge problem that's way bigger than the little box.
Way bigger, way bigger.
Yeah, but go on, brother.
So they told the black churches, we will rebuild your churches if you put your money in our banks. Now, if y'all don't know how the banking system works, because we don't have a lot of money here, so we don't think about it. But I know I got some smart, big bank friends out there tuning in. Tap your partner and let them know that every money that we put, all the money we put in their banks, they loan off of and they put on the stock market. That's how they build America.
Immediately.
Immediately. Soon as your money goes into your account, it is taken.
That's why they tax you for everything you do.
Tax you
Wrong
for
or
everything.
right.
Because they got to keep trying to get some of that money back. You know, you got your monthly fees, you got
No,
these
but that's
things.
an investment in and of itself. If you're sitting from the banker's side, you're looking at based off of the amount of taxes or ways that you've hit everybody, what your return's going to be. That's like your little, what do you guys call that? A little slush fund or a little something?
Ah, yeah, the slush fund, the
that's how you
Louisiana
create the
slush fund. You know
Where the
how we
slush
do it,
comes
yeah.
from. What?
Right.
Little ATM fee, take that. I got a little fee over here
You
for
look
you.
fee over
Take
there,
that.
look, yeah.
Little slush at the top.
You would never notice the 3
Interest.
cents, the 20 cents, 5 cents.
It's just a little interest.
So every dollar that you earn from this government, get this, every dollar you earn from this government, then you put in the bank and they borrow off it. Then you take it out of that bank and you bring it to the church thinking that you tithing, but you giving it right back to them to do it again. See, you want to know how they built their wealth? Because they ain't doing the labor? No, got your money. The money doing it. Isn't that what H&R Block and E.J. Hutton say? Let your money work for you. Don't work for the
They're
money.
making it work for them.
They make that money work. So as much as you saying you hate the white man and you going to church on Sunday, dropping the money in there, you're building this family. The white man saying, yeah, we know we wrong. You got the money going, you got the money in the account, right? You got your routing number. We sorry. You know where to deposit that, right? You know how to make the right at the corner and put it in the night. Yeah, we made a night deposit for you. We wrong. We sorry. We should have never oppressed you. Yeah.
Yep, we'll bring the armored guard.
We'll bring the armored card. Don't even worry about it. We can do a direct deposit from your house. You know what I'm saying? This is so. How did we read? How are we building all these great nations? Because the evangelical community of North America, all their funds are going to Israel. The banking money is going to Israel. Taxes, Israel. We tributes to Israel, right? So all the money of America, after we pay the taxes to the king. So America, which is all the black people, so this is starting to make sense to you why this whole enslave everybody here instead of getting everybody from Africa thing kind of works. Because if you got everybody in North America doing the work and you send all of the wretched, most horrible people over here to be the overseers of us, i.e. Trump, and you have them oppress us, make us work for low wages, give it back on taxes, put it in their banking systems, because remember, that's why they shot John F. Kennedy. They did not shoot John F. Kennedy because of what you thought. John F. Kennedy was going at the banking system and wanted to take us off of the international banking system and have America be whole. They was not having that.
No way.
See, the money got to go to Britain. There's a way, it's a drop off. The bag man got to get the money. So all of our funds of America, we are just a giant hamster wheel. And we accumulate the wealth, and they tell you black people have the most expendable. They spend the most money out anybody in the world. So all of our monies go into our banks, which they've blown off of. Then they take taxes off of that same money we own. And then we go and buy stuff from them that's overpriced that they own. And they say, why? How can a black dollar go 8 places before it go back to the black community? Every place that you got to store your money, they touching.
Yeah.
They touching, right? So you are funding the war. You are funding the New World Order because you won't get out of their order. See, their order is Gog. Our order is Melchizedek. See, that's what it is. That's what the business is. You can believe it or not.
Yeah, you got 2 options, period.
Yeah.
Because you already saw that this is 3 heads on this dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say, no, I'm going left. Oh, no, I'm going right. No, I'm going, sure.
We don't need no music. We going in, my brother. You got that Ezekiel 39. When you get a chance, my brother, I'm gonna keep on talking to you. Pull up that Ezekiel 39 chapter 39, verse 9. We left off at verse 8.
Absolutely. It's right here, brother.
Go on, my brother.
Ezekiel 39, verse 9. And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth, and shall set on fire and burn the weapons,
Yes.
both the shields and the bucklers, the bows and the arrows, and the handstaves, and the spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years.
They shall burn them for 7 years.
Wow.
Everything is numbers. Before we had this demonic language that we speak, we had symbols and numbers. You continue.
So that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, for they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoil them, and rob those that rob them, saith the Most High. Ahaya.
They're going to do it to each other. As we saw when we read through Maccabees, how they used Judah. We were just having this, man, Sharonda, for this example, right? Our social media artist, right, that does all these things for us, was going through a thing at the job, right, where somebody was using her righteousness to fight their dirty battles, right? And trying to drug them in. It's the same thing as Maccabees. We have to realize when these people that have power see righteousness, because they're fighting each other, they're robbing and killing each other. So when they see righteousness, even the evil got to respect righteousness. So they will snatch something that is righteousness to hold up against the other person that's evil, to say, hey, they're on my side. You don't want to mess with God's people. That's a real thing. It's been written in scripture over and over again. It happens every day in our life. Somebody always trying to get the righteous person as their friend to be on their side in an argument that they had nothing to do with. When it was over iniquity, when they got 4, 5 side deals going on, but they're going to bring in a righteous person to just judge the one little aspect. Oh, don't worry about what I did over here. Just this part. I just want to tell me if I'm right on this part. You know what I'm saying? No.
Nope, sorry.
Righteousness all the way through is what you stand on in the day of evil. Your righteousness is what you stand on in the day of evil. And don't allow anyone to take your righteousness or use you, Judah, for their battles. Don't hop up with somebody on their shoulder smiling and you like we together, just for this thing and, because we got to bring the community together. No. You don't stand next to the devil. You don't stand next to iniquity without telling your people, this is the devil. We're doing this thing and he's going to be out of here. Because in Judah, we can't have no secrets.
None.
We can't have no secrets. When we have secrets, we fall into, first, being petty, bringing out the femininity in us, which we do not need. Second, we are hopping right into their bed. Because they believe that what happens in the darkness doesn't come to light. Not us as Hebrews. We know whatever happens in darkness comes to light. You ain't that slick, partner. Ain't none of us that slick.
Can't hide.
If you stop trying to live like that,
wouldn't have to.
You wouldn't have to. You might find that people find the true profession.
Yeah.
You might find that. You dig? So anyway, man, we're going to go back to Ezekiel. Let's go back on them because we have to understand it's Gog and MaGog. We have to understand that these are the principalities that's ruling this earth right now. That the Spanish, the French, the British, which is also your Muslims, which is also your Catholics, which is also your Baptists, which is all of those religious wannabes following the spirit of the chief prince, God, because that's who created what they're following. It's the source. Go on, my brother.
Verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place there of graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers, and there shall they bury Gog and all his multitude. and they shall call it the valley of MaGog.
The Valley of MaGog. We'll get back to that another day.
Yeah, we about to. That's what you're
We
gonna
gonna
get on
bring
Facebook
that.
during the week and get out of
Yeah,
stuff, 'cause
yeah.
We about to dig. You saw I was over here digging already. I'm trying to find. He said, "My Hamites, something you talking about?"
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny how they put them with the Hamites and MaGog, huh?
Yes,
It's
yeah.
a funny how these
Yeah.
names come together, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Verse 12. And 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. Yea,
You want?
all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown, the day that I shall be glorified,
Yes.
saith the Most High, a higher.
Oh, the day is coming. Keep on going, my brother.
And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it.
To cleanse it. How are we going to cleanse it? Say that again, my brother. They're going to go back and forth across the earth to what?
Passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search. And the passengers that pass through the land, when any seeth a man's bones, then shall he set up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of MaGog.
So basically, MaGog may be, I don't know, but Euphrates has dried out. They're doing drills. Is Damascus, as we all know, is going to go down in Damascus. And here is saying that this may be MaGog, may be the place where all that goes down and people. I don't know. We're going to go. We don't want to. We're not going to add nothing to the book. We're just trying to put
Valley
some
of
two and two together.
MaGog.
You
Better look
dig?
that up, y'all.
Yes.
And also the name of the city shall be Hammonah. Thus shall they cleanse the land. That's a lot of details we're given.
Yeah. What is going to be named in the whole nine?
The valley, the city. Okay, y'all.
Remember, this is the prophecy. It hasn't happened yet.
Come on, y'all. Verse 17. And thou son of man, thus saith the Most High,
Higher.
speak unto every feathered fowl, and to every beast of the field. Assemble yourselves and come. Gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice,
Yes.
that I do sacrifice for you,
Ooh.
even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood.
Whoa. The Most High is making a sacrifice. Do you hear that? When have you heard ever in Scripture that the Most High is making a sacrifice? I'm going to wait for it.
Wow.
I'm going to wait for it.
Verse 8.
Yeah. Yeah. So when it says early in 38 that the Most High is going to put his hooks into the jaws and bring all these nations to come and fight, there's going to be quite a body bag. Y'all wondering if this thing is going to go down? Well, your United States is not wondering if this is going to happen. They got more body bags they've purchased. They got the FEMA camps going. They got FEMA ready to rock and roll. Oh, everybody in the world is getting ready for the beat down, breakdown. You the only one sitting up here watching Love and Hip Hop. You the only one up here trying to fight the white man.
Good luck with that. Leave me out of that.
Man, we have principalities. We told you we ain't gonna care about no color. He ain't caring about no white man, no black man, because the black man, the Danite sold his own people out and left the Most High and joined these people of Muslim faith. and chose Gog over the Most High. So before I go buck wild on a Caucasian, I'm gonna make sure that my brethren is clear on his history and won't make the same mistake as his ancestors did. Facts.
Reproof, my brother, reproof.
Reproof.
We got to start at home.
Reproof. Because we all can't be on the same accord. We all can't be on the same accord saying silliness around each other, huh?
It's not written for everybody.
It's not written for everybody. This book is not written. I pray that all my brothers have wisdom and see. Ear have an ear, and who has an eye shall see. An eye shall see. I believe we at the sacrifice that the Most High is making through this prophecy. Because why is it going to be Ham and Gog? Because when this all goes down, everyone's going to know the Most High, and everyone's going to know that this was prophecy, and then everyone's going to follow suit and name that area Ham and Gog. Simple.
We know.
If you want to know how, it's going to get named that.
Yep.
How can they know? Go on, my brother. I think we are now at 18. I'll go at 18, my brother. Ye shall eat the flesh of the Most High, and drink the blood, the most of the mighty, and drink the blood of the prince of the earth. Ooh, didn't we just say Gog? We're gonna drink the blood of MaGog? I mean of Gog? And the princes of the earth, and rams and lambs, of the goats, of bullocks, of all of them fatlings of Bashan. And ye shall eat fat till ye be full, and drink blood till ye be drunken of my sacrifice which I have sacrificed for you. Thus ye shall be filled at my table with horses and chariots, with mighty men, with all men of war, saith the Most High. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Ahijah, the Most High, their God, from that day forward. Not that their God is going to be Gog, but their God is going to be I am Ahijah, is what I am means in Hebrew. I am means Ahijah. You want to read from there, my brother?
Yes. Verse 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity.
For what?
For their iniquity.
No, they went because they didn't get enough money.
Iniquity.
They left because they didn't manage everybody right.
Iniquity.
Okay.
Because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them.
Whoa. So I just hit upon the part about the Moors, right? The tribe of Dan leaving the Most High. And what does it say right there? The ones that turned their face against me. That trespassed against me. So you Moors out there, will you meet me and the Moors that have met me? No. The way I feel is because of this scripture says that. And I'm sorry, I didn't earn the light and boat that you're going to get, so I ain't standing that close. Feel me? Keep on going, my brother.
Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword.
They all by the sword. All of the ones that are fighting, what the wild men of Ishmael, the Ishmael that's been infiltrated by the Persians, who are the Khazarians, who are the Russians, right? So the wild men, the ones that live by the sword, the Vandals and the Visigoths and the Goths, right? The ones that live by the sword, the Romans, the Crusaders, right? The ones that live by the sword shall die by the sword. Could you continue, my brother?
According to their uncleanness and according to their
According
transgressions.
to their transgressions and uncleanliness, and since they want war, since they've come at us with all kinds of oppression, I mean, it is only right that they go down in Ezekiel this way. Go on, my brother.
According to their uncleanness and according to their transgression have I done unto them, and hid my face from them.
Hit their face when they screaming. Allah, when they screaming. Jesus, when they screaming.
Remember we were talking to that brother, the Muslim brother, he was like, hey, what are you doing? What are you eating for Ramadan? He's like, it doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like,
whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is your holiest
This is your holiest day.
like month, and this is what you
And
said.
when he stopped us, he said, wait, guys. I know. He said, but you know, and he was from Turkey, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't he?
He was.
He was from Turkey. And the fool sold us a TV that the HDMI cord don't work.
We ain't talking
The
about
port. But I don't want to talk about that, all right? Anyway, I digress. So this Turkish dude, so now you know how we know him. We was on Craigslist trying to buy a TV because my TV broke as we moved into the new Hebrew mansion. My brother found him. So we sitting there with the Turkey guy. We Hebrews. We got questions. It's Ramadan. We break into convo. We talk about our spiritual foods that we eat according to the Levitical chapters, right?
Live a diet.
Then the man says, that's all now. See, in different places, Muslim is just a title. That's what he told us. See, it's a title over different cultures. So whatever that culture does, even though they're Muslim, they still do whatever their culture is.
Oh.
Oh, do you say?
Oh.
So you're saying if your culture ate pork, that becoming a Muslim, you don't stop eating pork.
Pretty much.
I heard that a lot in New York. I just thought that the brothers in New York just didn't really, want to do. They did what they wanted to do, you dig? Because you hear about my Chicago and my DC brothers, you know what I'm saying? That there's Muslim Ramadan and eat pork eat whatever they want.
It's strange, my brother. The Most High that we serve, it's pretty specific. That's how he knows who's
About
who.
these things, right?
That's how he knows who's who.
When you say how you gonna know
following
his people?
trespassers, wealth principles.
Wealth principles, filthy lucre.
Oh yes, let's find out what the trespassers have to say about being happy,
Right.
about attaining anything.
Right. Anything? I'm just like, what is y'all end goal? So now Catholics are making a bridge. Well, first of all, for the last 5 to 7 years, they've been putting out videos of bridging the gap between the Muslim and the Catholic, and they're trying to work on Temple Mount. But the wild card has always been Asia, because China was straight burning Bibles, killing anybody that was calling themselves a priest. Now, this is devil against devil. You got to get this. This is devil against devil. But in China, they didn't even want people to read like we are and to read between the lines. See, China said, we ain't playing that reading between the lines. We ain't going to give you enough information for you to figure this out. We don't want you to catch that Holy Spirit. That's what the devil do. Keep you from expanding. So China was killing everybody. Now you got the Pope making a deal with China. And the Pope telling you on a plane, live saying, yeah, I made the deal and you can't question me because I'm the Pope. Oh. So now your Pope and rounding up the boys and getting the band back together, guys. He done went and got his Muslims. Now he going to get his atheists. He going to get his MaGog, his Asian MaGogs. Yeah, he's getting the band back all under the Vatican, because that's where they got their money. That's where the money at. So that's what the government is. See, the Vatican is his own government, his own state, you heard me?
Yep.
It ain't got to fight for no lands.
They don't
It is his land.
nobody else's rules.
Right.
But people don't know that.
Right. And then if they think they win that Israel, which ain't going to happen, you dig? They think they win that Israel, which ain't going to happen. They trying to make it all connect for them. No. So they can have Asia all the way to Africa to Israel and be Gog, and then you got Americas caught up in your slavery, all of the Americas, all of the West Indies. That's your, oh no, we ain't playing that.
Come on now.
We can't have that. That's why we here to educate, man. We here to just talk this through. Forgive me, my brothers, that I may come a little hard on, you know. But I'm from New Orleans. I know how it is. You got to be hard. You got to be straight up in the dude's face to let him know that you serious about this. This ain't no fun games. We ain't out here 3 days a week because we looking for popularity. We ain't got no money. We ain't asking for no money for this information. We ain't here just to upset your life and your dollar bills and your shekel gathering. We could care less, partner. We looking for them souls that you corrupted. That's what we here for. That's what we here for.
Hallelujah.
That's what you want to know we here for.
In the name of the
That's
Most
what we-
High.
In the name of the Most High. That's what we here for. You know what I mean? So if some feathers get ruffled in the process, so be it.
So be it.
Y'all know where I'm at. I'm 3 times a week on here. Y'all can find us. We about that. And by the way, I'm making an announcement. Because the Most High told me to make the announcement. See, there's a block in the city of New Orleans, in Chapatoulas. It's called Oleander and Dublin. It's right up there by Carrollton and Earhart. We are establishing that that block is protected by the Most High in this city of iniquity. We're going to put up signs, you dig? Yeah. We're waiting for the police to say something about it. Wait for anybody to say about it. But we're going to put up signs that we're going to try and get the 4 corners of the block. But we definitely starting with the first 3 corners of it, right? As we expand it. And we're going to put a sign that this area is protected by the Most High with a giant menorah on it. And we will be protected by the Most High, period. I walked outside my house and crackheads and wannabe drug dealers is wrestling in front of my front door over filthy lucre. See, this is what I mean by the Most High. When you listen to the Most High, you are compelled. I don't want to start war on my corner, on my block. I'm cool with everybody out there, even the dope heads and the drug dealers. But guess what? Most High put it right there in front of my face and said, it's time for us to do what we got to do. So, if y'all want to know where we at, any got a problem, anything that we say, Dublin and Oleander. Come see about it. All praise to the Most High. We'll see y'all on Monday as we got a visitor in town. So Facebook, watch out. We may have some problems because the airways will be blocked since we having some visitors, some government officials are coming in town. So try and go to our YouTube channel, Hebrew State of Being. That should be a stronger signal than our Facebook because Facebook will kick you off. We thank WBOK for doing all that it has done for us. And we praise the Most High that they are listening to him and allowing us. Yes, Kiara, no bow.
No bow.
That is what this is about. No bow.
No.
We are not bowing to anybody's sensitivities. We are not bowing down to anybody's ideologies. We are not bowing down to anybody's whatever. If it ain't script, it's lip. All praises to the Most High. My brother Oba, back in the building. What you got to say, my brother, before we branch out of here?
Seek the Most High, y'all. And just keep seeking. Don't stop. Just like you seek that filthy lucre every single day, seek the Most High. Your life is worth it. Your children's life is worth it. Your generations forward are worth it. The struggle that the ancestors have overcome was not for naught. Seek the Most High. Seek the Most High as soon as possible. And don't let go. No matter what. Hallelujah.
Look, I know the things that we be going through when we be going through it, you feel me? That's why I be trying to tell our people, we got to stay in our square, you hear me? We can't watch what these heathens be doing, what they be saying, and how they be trying to influence us to get out our path, you feel me? In our squares where we stay like a boxer do, you feel me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Peasy, real Judah. Let me talk to these people right quick. Precept on precept, body edification. I be staying in my square now. All the haters know my name. They be swerving, trying to knock me out my lane, but I be staying in my square now. I be staying in my frame. They can't touch me cause I'm working for the king. I be staying in my square now. Square now, square now, square now, square now. I be staying in my square now. Square now, square now, square now, square now. Me and my aqua was talking one night, and the spirit helped us so the game up. What I
Yes.
when he told Adam not to hearken. Listen to the truth that then came up. Stay in your square. Some people becoming media rare. Book of the law, you best keep it in front of you. What you wanna do, keep it right there. Men and women got the Jezebel spirit. Pay attention, you can tell how they move. They best repent cause you sight my
Yes.
vision. He ain't bringing no peace, he gon' slaughter them fools. Acting like he never heard of them fools. Your pastor, your elder, he gon' slaughter them too. Cause of the doctrine they taught him to you.
Come to you.
Falseness, he gon' off them. The life told us gon' cost them. Reprobate, we done lost them. I'm trying to tell you like part of them. I ain't got time for the arguments. I'm trying to be part of the parliament. You just to the inside, can care less how nice your garment is. Come around me, philosopher.
Oh, we on, my brother.
Yes, my brother.
Script.